Well, there were 91 veterans of World War II that were invited to take the trip to Washington, D.C. to see the World War II Memorial and the other memorials. And each of the veterans would have a caretaker that would go along with them. And so we left on a Saturday morning from the airport south of Bentonville, Arkansas, at 8 o'clock in the morning. There were 141, I think, total on the plane, 3 doctors, and excuse me, 2 tour leaders. And as the plane taxied away from the gate, there was 2 water cannons, one on each side of the plane, that shot an arc of water over the plane as a salute to the World War II
That's awesome.
veterans. And as we walked down the ramp to the plane, the crew of the plane and also the workers, the airport workers, cheered us and were shouting thank you. There were flags and buntings and all. We arrived in Washington, D.C., and as we got out of the plane, there was a welcoming group there from Arlington, Virginia. A band was playing. They were waving flags. They were clapping and saying thank you, and they would shake our hands. And there was one boy about 12 years of age that was there waving his flag, and I just felt impulsively that I wanted to go over and just hug him and express my appreciation to him. And so as we got off the plane, and then we're in the lobby of the airport there, the passengers from all the other flights, commercial flights, they stood in amazement, with all these veterans and all of these, and all of us with our white caps and our white T-shirts. On the T-shirts were given to us by Walmart and Tyson Food, who gave money for the flight. They provided then these things for us, and so we were quite an amazing sight. We boarded the buses, and there were 9 different groups of veterans, honor groups from different parts of the United States who converged on Washington that day. And with our group had 3 buses, tour buses, and each of the group had their own buses. And then we were crisscrossing all places of the different memorials and different sites. And we went to the World War II Memorial.
Yeah, we got about a minute left in this tape. What was your best memory?
I think the welcoming that we received in Washington, D.C., and then when we came back into the airport that night in Bentonville, or the Highfield Airport, the group there, as we came down the escalator, down in the lobby, there was an honor guard standing there at attention as each of the group of veterans came down the escalator, and people standing on all sides, and they were shouting, USA, USA, and signs said, God bless the veterans of World War II, and
that's awesome.
They were shouting thank you, and
high school kids were there, young people, a lot of young people.
And so Shirley and Debbie Robertson were there, and I was surprised to see them. I didn't expect them to be there. But it was a trip of a lifetime, really, to see veterans who were in some wheelchairs, some walking with canes, some who, there were 2 tour directors on the flight, one of the tour directors was from Kansas. He was a teacher. Each of them had paid their own way for the flight, along with the doctors had paid their own way, and each of the escorts had paid their own way. But the man from Kansas carried a flag, folded flag. He was the last to board the plane and the last to enter the bus. He was the last one off of the plane and the last one off of the bus at each stop. The flag was to represent those who could not make the trip, who were unable, or perhaps they had fallen in battle and were not able to visit the war memorial. And so it was a memorable time to watch him as he entered the plane or exited the plane as the last one on, the last one off the plane.
All right. Thanks, Dad.